Hey guys, Sarah here with just a quickie. Tonight I'm being a responsible knitter, or atoning for past irresponsible knitting habits, and I'm actually going through my work in progress basket and giving up on some of the works in progress. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the projects that I'm officially giving up on now, mainly because they've been in that basket for some of them well over 3 or 4 years. So let's take a look. So this one here dates back to when I very first learned how to crochet, and for some reason I thought it would be a great idea to make a blanket out of handicrafter's cotton in this green and white, just ever-growing granny square sort of pattern. So that's been probably 5 years in the work in progress basket. This one here is an example in failure to swatch. It's a raglan top-down sweater in some alpaca bulky yarn that, despite obvious indications that it was going to be ginormous at the beginning, I continued knitting on it anyways until this point when I realized there was really no salvaging it. And because the yarn is almost a roving, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to pull out of it. But this one I'm going to go ahead and pull out the yarn and try and salvage it, just because it's a 100% alpaca yarn that I picked up at a farm driving across Canada in 2011. So that shows you how long this one has been on the needles and in the basket for. This one here is a scarf that was started a very, very long time ago, I believe for a boyfriend that I obviously no longer have, and has probably been carried around as a work in progress since I was an undergraduate student. So that one there, it's just cheap acrylic. I'm not going to bother to salvage the yarn out of it. Got a couple little bits and bobs of crochet that were obviously things that were started but never finished, so those can go aside. This one here is a sweater for myself that I started probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And it's the lesson in, if you are knitting with cheap acrylic, and then you might not like the result that you get from that. So this one here, again, no point in salvaging the yarn. I think it's only like $5 of the yarn that's in it. Focus again. This one here I am sad to say goodbye to. It is a knit pattern from a Vogue knitting edition that I started probably about 2 years ago, and it does have some really kind of fun complicated cables, and I have almost the full body up to the armholes, and then the front sections were kept on stitch holders, and I have almost the full back knitted, but again, it's a failure to swatch project, and I don't think I'm going to pull it out because I believe it's just acrylic yarn. Actually, I know it's just acrylic yarn. We have a single leg warmer that I didn't like the way it turned out, so I never bothered to knit the other one, and a little bit of a knit-along scarf that stalled midway through. So since I'm getting ready to move apartments and start my new life as a mother, I am going to go ahead and be an adult and get rid of some of the old yarn and some of the old projects that I'll never get finished in favor of projects that I like a lot better and will hopefully get finished. If you've got a works in progress basket that looks anything like mine and maybe need to give it a purge, leave a comment in the comments below and tell me what projects you've been hanging on to for the longest. That's all for now. Happy knitting!